Stadium here in KC. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap. It's the Los Angeles Chargers and the Kansas City Chiefs. Mike Tirico and Greg Olsen on hand as Cameron Dicker is set to kick things off. And off we go here at Arrowhead. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Complete to the TCU man, Quentin Johnston. And he's going to be out of bounds, but up past the 35. They get 11 and quickly pick up a first down.
And that's a nice grab for his first catch of the game, Mike. And he's someone that the play caller has told us he wants to get him early touches, get him a feel for the game. Nice job there making that happen.
Line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line for 1st and 10. First carry now for the former Badger Jonathan Taylor. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 3. Out of shotgun. It's Dart. Throw on the run is complete. They're going to work this down inside the 45. That's a pair of hookups on this drive. This one goes for 14 yards and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
On the give, this is Taylor. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down.
The tackle made at the 36-yard line. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Operating from the gun, it's Dart. That's caught. It's Xavier Worthy. And he's in. Xavier Worthy. Touchdown, Chiefs. Now, the extra point. His kick is good. And the Chiefs will take a 7-0 lead.
7. Chargers, nothing.
Here's Stout after the touchdown to send this one away. On the return, here's Khalil Shakir. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. Now we're going to get a stoppage. We have an injured Charger. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That one out of the reach of the receiver's outstretched arms. It is incomplete. Khalil Shakir, the intended target. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
On the set. Check the Eagles. Check the Eagles. Let's go now.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. This one caught by Khalil Shakir. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. That is a big play for L.A. 36 yards. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. First carry here for Omarion Hampton. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain. Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. He'll look to throw. to the left side. Catch made by Marquis. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 12 there. First down, L.A.
A gain of 12. And the Chargers first down.
Here we go. Start.
Now they'll set up to throw. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. Teteroa McMillan was the intended receiver. And it'll bring up second down. They'll go with Hampton. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line. On the move at the 14-yard line, it's first and 10. In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw, and he's going to be marked out of bounds down at the 3. A gain of 11, and it's first and goal.
It's been a really good drive so far, but what I really like, Mike, is they're down here in the red zone, and they continue to attack. Now, not quite a touchdown, but with first and goal, this defense certainly has their back against the ropes. They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
We'll go again from the 3. It is second and goal. They'll look to throw. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. They might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked, and with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
Throwing here on third and goal. And he's in. Khalil Shakir. Touchdown, L.A. His 4th TD grab of the season. Cameron Dicker, the kicker for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Chargers come right back to tie it at 7. Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. They're trying to pin him deep. They'll take this from the 3. And that's well done by the kicking team. He's only able to make it past the 15-yard line. They'll start this on the ground. It's Taylor. And they will finally get him down, but not before he's able to take this up near the 40-yard line. Can't ask for much more. 22 yards on the first play of the drop.
First down. First and 10.
On first down, Dart. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up second down.
So I actually really like the concept of the pass play, and I think if we see a little bit better pass protection, even just a second longer, that's probably a completed pass, but I think the pressure just sped his clock up just enough, Mike, that he wasn't able to get that ball exactly where it needed to be.
And they're going to work this down inside the 45. It's been a busy first quarter for him so far. His 3rd catch goes for a first down. On play action, it is Dart. First down throw there is incomplete.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down? What did he tell us in our production meeting this week, Mike? He takes such great pride in his coverage abilities, and after that play, it's pretty clear why.
He's going to let this one go for Worthy. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Xavier Worthy. Touchdown, Kansas City. And And that is touchdown number 25 on the year. What an opening quarter he is having. Greg, that is 2 touchdown receptions here in the first quarter.
Mike, all this guy has to do is keep this pace up, and he's going to have himself 8 touchdowns. But in all seriousness, if I'm this quarterback, I'm not looking anywhere else until this defense proves they have an answer. Because right now, they don't have one.
He'll come across the 20 and taken down at the 21-yard line.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Ready? Seven Pirates.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. To the left side, it's caught by Shakir. And he's got this up close to the 35-yard line.
13 yards.
Remember, he had the touchdown on the opening drive, and here on drive 2, he gets a first down with that catch.
13 yards. First down, Chargers.
Back to throw. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. Marquis, the one he was looking for. And that will lead to a second down.
Let's go now.
He'll drop to throw. That's into the hands of Shakir. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short game.
Over the middle and take it in. He's got it. 13 yards on that pass play. It's good for a Charger first down.
And the Chargers first down. Again, 13 yards.
They'll look to throw again. That one's hauled in the side by McMillan. And he's close to another first down. He's brought down just shy of the marker.
Second and a yard.
They'll look to throw yet again. They'll go right back to McMillan. Complete. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 25-yard line. They'll come up here 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Back to the air one more time. That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the fight. And it's second down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop. 3rd and long obviously isn't an ideal situation to be in offensively. It makes you very predictable, which then places a ton of stress on your offensive line and your quarterback. So they've got to start being more productive in these early downs and set themselves up for more success come 3rd down. Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way. And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
So, Dicker back out after the field goal. He'll send this one away. Here comes a return from the 3. And he's going to be taken down on what will be the final play of this opening quarter. We are through 1. It's the Chiefs on top. We'll be back in Kansas City after this. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. Throwing. Dart. A whole lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
Anytime you see a receiver at this level miss a ball that easy, it's just concentration. They just take it for granted. All of a sudden, they're thinking about what their next move is or what they're going to do after the catch. And instead of just focusing on first things first, secure the catch, put the ball away, then become a runner.
And he's going to be out of bounds up around the 39-yard line.
16 yards. And a Kansas City Chiefs First down.
On 1st and 10, here is Dart. That one down the field, but they cannot connect, and it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Xavier Worthy there. It's 2nd down. Dart gonna throw it again. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 7.
They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. To the air once more is Dart. Open man, left side. He's got it. That's his first reception of the ballgame, and it really comes at a good time as they get the conversion on 3rd down.
I know, I'm biased. But listen, you can't convince me, Mike, that there's a better option on the field, especially when you got a guy like this that on 3rd down or critical moments, that's where the ball needs to go. The size, the speed, the matchup problems that he creates. If I was in a critical situation, there is no doubt where I'm going with the ball.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. On 1st down, they'll stay with Taylor on the ground. To the pylon, he's in. Jonathan Taylor. Touchdown, KC.
That's a heck of a run right there. And I can't tell you, Mike, how many running backs coaches I've heard over the years say, your responsibility with the ball is to make the first guy miss. We can't block everybody on the field. That's the role of a good running back, and you see it here. All it takes is one missed tackle to get this guy in space, and he's able to do the rest with his legs and take it all the way.
On the return, here comes Shakir. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Okay, ready? 70.
Back to throw here to begin the drop. That's in the hands of McMillan on the slant. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40. So from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10.
And the Chargers first down. A gain of 14.
Shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. That one complete to McConkey. Still going. And he will score. Matt McConkey. Touchdown, Los Angeles. That touchdown number 23 for him on the season. Their head coach, 2 fingers in the air. They'll say no to the extra point and go for 2.
The Chargers will line up for
They'll throw out of the gun. That's pulled in. And they're able to tack on the 2-point conversion.
Chargers.
Mike, I think all of us can remember exactly where we were during a certain Super Bowl where throwing the ball this close to the goal line ended up being a disaster. But unlike that time, they ran this pass play to perfection, and the result, 2 points.
And he will not attempt a return, so this will come out now to the 35-yard line.
Let's go now.
On 1st down, they'll start with Taylor. Up the sideline, past midfield. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line. That's a gain of 19 and a very quick 1st down.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Here's Dart on 1st and 10. To the middle of the field, he's got Johnston. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
A gain of 17.
Here's 1st and 10.
That's another Kansas City Chiefs.
They'll run on 1st down with Taylor. Good blocking to the 15. And he's into the end zone. What a response. Jonathan Taylor. Touchdown, Chiefs. 2 touchdowns for him in the game. Numbers 10 and 11 on the year. The extra point, up and good. And the Chiefs add on one more as they extend their second quarter lead. Here's Stout after the touchdown to send this one away. Here's Marquis to return. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. Now the Chiefs going to call the first of their timeouts, and they'll get a chance to catch their breath over on the sideline. 1st and 10 now from the 36. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's got his tight end, Orlando Gatson, the second. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 45-yard line. 13 yards to start that drive. And a quick first down.
We've really seen both teams have a lot of success moving the ball throughout this entire first half. And just seems this possession is going to be more of the same as they start this drive.
To the right side, he finds McMillan. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a first down.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get him the ball, pick up the first down.
And he'll be out of bounds, down at the 20s. Back-to-back targets, back-to-back completions. That one for 16 and the first down.
Let's go now.
In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw. This one complete right side. And he's into the end zone. What a response. Orlando Gatson. Touchdown Chargers. It's his 4th touchdown on the year. And the show continues. What a first half he's had, Greg. A 3rd touchdown pass with that one.
Mike, what stood out to me the most so far is just the amount of space these guys have had to operate in. I think if I'm this defensive coordinator, me and my staff at halftime are revisiting this game plan. They obviously felt good about it coming in, but I don't think there's anything to feel good about thus far.
Here we go on the return from the 1. Now an opening past the 30. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there. They'll work the middle here with Taylor. A nice pickup moving it across the 40. We'll give him 6 on that play. From the 41. Here's 2nd down and 3. We'll go play action here with Dart. To the tight end, and he fits it in on the corner route. The tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line. A 19-yard pickup there. First down, KC. Out of the gun, here comes Dart. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
At the 40-yard line.
Operating from the gun, it's Dart. Short pass taken in by the tight end. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
It's 3rd and 7.
Throwing again, Dart. He gets this one complete to Johnston. And he's into the end zone. Quentin Johnston. Touchdown, Kansas City. A Terrific play all the way around. Finished off by the receiver, who not only made the grab, but Greg turned it up and takes it into the end zone.
And that's the tricky part, Mike, that transition from receiver to runner. And in this case, he does it flawlessly. Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then get upfield and get yourself in the end zone.
On the return, here comes Shakir. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. He'll find Shakir open right side. Onto the line now on 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
He'll look to throw. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And that's a first down. It would be a gain of 8. They'll look to throw. That's taken in by McMillan. And he'll be run out of bounds. That's a good gain on first down. They pick up 7 yards.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
To the left side, it's caught by Shakir. And he is out of bounds. That's 2 catches on this drive. This one for 10 yards and a first down.
Ready?
It's a gain of 10. First down, Los Angeles.
Come on.
Back to the air one more time. They'll go back to Shakir. He's got another one. And he will have the first down here as they get into field goal range, down just shy of the 20. Now the Chargers will use the first of their timeouts. Clock will stop with 34 seconds to go until the break. They'll look to throw yet again. He'll swing this out to Hampton. And he'll take this down to the 6. That's good enough for first down, first and goal. Now a timeout Chargers here. That's their second, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining until halftime. They'll look to throw again. He's got it at the 3.
All right, so anytime you're facing a blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
The Chargers going to use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times, and then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get one more yard? Now, for him individually, not ideal.
That is caught in the middle of the end zone. Omarion Hampton. Touchdown, L.A.
You know, we spent so much time talking about the heroics of a game-winning drive to end the fourth quarter in 2-minute mode. Well, let's talk about a 2-minute mode, Mike, at the end of the first half. Might not be in walk-off fashion, I'll tell you what. Executing that here, going into halftime, changes this entire game.
Just 8 seconds now until halftime, and the kick's away. And there'll be no return forthcoming, so the ball comes out to the 35.
35-yard line.
To throw, it's Dart on 1st and 10. He's going to let this one go for Worthy. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
And you know defensively, when you go up against an offense of this caliber, Mike, you're going to have to defend against those deep shots. It's a big part of what this offense is built upon. So that's a nice job attacking and defending downfield when they're able to force the incomplete pass.
He's going to dial up another deep ball. That one underthrown and intercepted. Picked up by Cam Hart. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play here in this first half. So we are at halftime, and Greg and I will be back right after this. It's the National Football League on EA Sports. Three points, all that separates these two sides, as half number 2 kicks off. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
Ready.
This drive will begin with a run with Hampton. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd down and 5. Another run here with Hampton. And he's going to take this past the 45. That's good enough for a 1st down.
A 7-yard gain. And the Chargers first down.
Back to throw. Right side and hauled in by McConkey. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and a couple. Here's Hampton. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. 18 yards on the pickup there, and the Chargers have the 1st down.
2nd and short. Normally, this is a great time, Mike, to put the ball in the air and try to press the ball downfield. But in this case, they keep it on the ground. Has a similar effect. They pick up a good gain and a 1st down.
Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line. He has been busy. 9 receptions on the game in that one. A 1st down. 1st and 10.
18. Let's go now.
The give, and here comes Hampton. And he will get into the end zone. Omarion Hampton. Touchdown Chargers. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
You just don't see these kind of holes too often at this NFL level, Mike. And you can see once he got the ball, the clear line to the end zone, he doesn't get touched. And an unfortunate defensive breakdown here ends up costing him 6 points.
After the touchdown, here's Dicker out to send this one away. This is fielded inside the 5. And that's well done by the kicking team. He's only able to make it past the 15-yard line. On 1st down, Dart pushed out to his left. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
There's a lot of quarterbacks around the league that really struggle with this, Mike, but not this guy. A righty quarterback moving to his left. Your mechanics, your footwork, and your arm talent all have to align. And tell you what, he does it about as well as anybody around the league.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Taylor. Up the sideline to the 40. And finally, they'll bring him down, but he's up beyond the 45-yard line. They'll pick up 23 on that one. Good for a Chiefs 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
And a shotgun. It's Dart. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very stout there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
To throw is Dart. He'll dump this off to Taylor. Complete.
I think this play is a direct result of his film study. He knew exactly where that ball was going before the play was snapped. And that play recognition, man, it separates a lot of guys in this league and results in a negative play.
A tough spot here. 3rd and long.
19 tight, 19 tight, 19
throwing is Dart. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. So the drive ends, and on comes Jordan Stout to kick it away. Deep to return, Khalil Shakir. That's fielded at about the 18. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 40-yard line. 16 yards on the game, and a quick 1st down.
Just a really nice, simple play design. Just get the ball to one of your playmakers on an underneath crossing route, and he does the rest to secure a nice gain. That's just good, simple execution.
And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Now they'll set up to throw. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete. 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Set. Packing 18. Packing 18.
A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. To the tight end, and he fits it in on the corner route. And he's going to be taken down right at the 25-yard line. That's 2 catches on this drive. This one for 23 yards.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this is going to take advantage.
From the 23, here's 2nd and 7.
Cowboy 8, Cougar 19.
They'll throw out of the gun. That one's hauled in the side by McMillan. And he will win the race to the pylon. He's in. Tataroa McMillan. Touchdown, Los Angeles. And he continues to remain on fire. That is a rare NFL day. 5 touchdown passes thrown.
And, Mike, at this point, the defense just looks completely lost out there. I mean, they have no answers whatsoever, giving up the 5th touchdown pass of this ball game.
Dicker, good with the extra point. And the Chargers will extend this 3rd quarter lead. Touchdown. Here's Dicker out to send this one away. He'll start at the 2. And he will get cut down short, shy of the 20-yard line.
At their own 19-yard line.
On the play fake, here's Dart. To the sideline and intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
At the 24-yard line.
Ready.
Back to throw here to begin the drive. He's got it inside the 5. And he's going to be taken down. He's over 100 receiving yards on the afternoon now, and a 1st down to boot.
So every team practices this on both sides of the ball. They call it sudden change. So in this case, the offense takes the field quickly following the defensive takeaway, and now you want to get off to a fast start, generate a quick play, and spark your possession, and it's exactly what they're able to do here, picking up that first down. Doesn't get much better than that. Had he gotten there just a little bit earlier, he probably draws the flag a little late, and it's probably a touchdown.
Let's go now.
Out of the gun, he'll throw. And that's over everybody. Out of the back of the end zone. It is incomplete.
You can feel them starting to press a little bit, especially with this passing game. They find themselves so close to the end zone, they got to get it over the goal line. You got to be a little bit more accurate. You got to be a little bit smarter with the ball. And right now, the timing, the spacing, it's just not.
That is caught side of the end zone. Orlando Gadsden. Touchdown, L.A. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. Greg, it's the quarterback's best friend, and you were that guy for a lot of years. The tight end in a tight area with man coverage.
Yeah, and it's really twofold, Mike, right? First and foremost, we see so many of these tight ends around the league that now have gotten to the point where one-on-one matchups, that's advantage offense. But then even in the cases they don't create great separation, Mike, it's their size, their catch radius. It's such a friendly target for the quarterback that when things get tight in the red zone, they look to the tight end.
This one taken at the 7. He's across the 20 to the 21. That's where the drive will begin. On 1st and 10, here is Dart. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. From the 24 now, here is 2nd down and 7.
Here we go. Let's go.
Looking to throw. It's Dart. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. Whoa. And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield. That one good for 29. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Out of the gun, here's a give to Taylor. And he's going to be very close to the 1st down marker. Out of bounds after a gain of 9. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. Out of the gun, here comes Dart. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force 3rd down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
Only need a yard, and it's 4th down. They'll indeed go for it, and it's Dart. He's got the 1st down and more than that. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15. Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Taylor. And he will score again. Jonathan Taylor. Touchdown, KC. That's his 3rd touchdown of the game. And number 12 on the year. Decision is made. The offense will stay out there and go for 2. Operating from the gun, it's Dart. That's going to wind up incomplete. They try for 2, and it does not pan out. Here's Stout after the touchdown to send this one away. On the return, here comes Shakir. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over.
Here we go. Ready.
They'll start on the ground with Hampton. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
That's all, 80.
Brings up second and 10 at the 23-yard line.
McMillan comes in motion. They'll go again with Hampton, and he's bottled up after a gain of a yard.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. He'll find Hampton out of the backfield. A gain of 11 on that one. First down, L.A.
Ready, get.
Chargers, first down.
Come on. Hey.
First down, Chargers.
He'll look to throw. He'll look underneath here for Hampton. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
So often for a defense defending the passing game, the most difficult guy to account for is the running back out of the backfield. So a really nice job here bringing him down before he has a chance to pick up any yards after the catch.
And he's down on the other. Side of midfield, mark him at the 48-yard line.
13 yards on the
Call
play.
it a gain of 13. It's good for a Charger first down.
13 yards.
Hampton trying to work inside. And that'll be a pickup of 3.
And he has been a handful to deal with throughout this entire contest, Mike. And they came into the game saying, we want to impose our will on the defense, and that's exactly what they've been able to do.
I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a third down.
It's third down. And 6 yards to go.
60 Eagles. Marquis, 18.
They'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down. Here's Cameron Dicker now on for the field goal. They'll spot this at their own 48, meaning this is a 62-yard attempt. That one's on target, and it is good from the other side of midfield. One of the longest field goals in NFL history. So, Dicker back out after the field goal. He'll send this one away. This placed in the back of the landing zone. He'll return it from the 1. He'll get across the 20, mark them at the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
They'll run out of the gun. It's Taylor. Down the sideline, past the 45. And he will dive into the end zone. 77 yards. Touchdown, Kansas City. Make it 4 touchdowns for him on the afternoon. The kick here is good, so they are back within a possession. That gets it down to an 8-point game. So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a 1-score game as they kick it away. On the return, here comes Shaquille. Very good field position to start as the return is past the 40.
Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 42-yard line.
3. Here we go.
A tight end in motion now.
Ready.
Here comes Hampton on the toss. Right. And that's good run support on the edge. Nice tackle out wide. That'll hold them to a gain of 2. From the 44-yard line. Here's 2nd and 8. He'll drop to throw. He'll find Shakir open right side. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Run between the tackles for Hampton. And it'll be taken down at the 25-yard line. On 1st down, right back to Hampton. And a good job following his blockers, a gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down. And you'll see a timeout used by the defense, stopping it right out of the break. 1:57 to go in the game. A throw there on 2nd down, going to be incomplete.
They let a golden opportunity slip away on that one. That's the matchup that they wanted. He just couldn't quite capitalize on it.
Here we go. Set.
We'll try to run for it with Hampton. And the Chargers going to be set up with 1st and goal. They're able to convert on that 3rd and 3.
Nice run right there. You get down here into the red zone area, Mike, and yards are hard to come by. He's able to stick his head in there and sets him up for 1st and goal.
They'll drop to throw. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down.
Buffalo 18. Come on. Set.
Back to throw. He's got it at the 3. And that's going to move him closer, but they're going to need to come up with something here. Here comes 3rd and goal. Now KC going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. They'll get it with still 1:20 left to go in the game. That one taken in. Khalil Shakir. Touchdown Chargers. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. Point after now from Dicker. He's got it. And the Chargers will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. After the touchdown, here's Dicker out to send this one away. Now, here comes a return from the 9. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. They'll come up for 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun. It's Dart. He's going to let this one go for Worthy. That'll be batted away. Incomplete. Coverage very strong defensively. It's 2nd down.
In these critical moments of the game, Mike, you always turn to your best players, and that's exactly what they did here, and they just weren't able to connect. Give this defense a lot of credit. They knew when it was crunch time.
He is hit before he can get rid of it, and down he goes. Now the Chargers will use the 1st of their timeouts. The Chiefs will use their 3rd and final timeout here as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. 3rd and long, and Dart is going to throw. He'll dump this off to Taylor. Complete. Oh! And he's taken down up past the 35. Here he's 1st down.
25 yards on the play. And the Kansas City Chiefs. 1st down.
Dart. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up 2nd down. Here's Dart. Forced out wide. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion. To the air once more is Dart. He's going to let this one go for Worthy. And for a third time today, he's intercepted. And the Chargers are going to take possession. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. There's that man again. Another catch. And he'll be taken down. No timeouts left for the defense. That should do it. Now they'll set up to throw. That's going to be incomplete. Good work by the defender. Bodied his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force 3rd down. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. He's got a man. That's McMillan. Now we're going to get a timeout, somewhat pointlessly called here with 3 seconds to go in a game that has already been decided. Here's 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
Here we go. One final play. Going down the middle of the field, and he's got his tight end. And he'll be brought down there, and that'll put a wrap on this one. Time has expired in this 4th quarter. So it's a win for the visiting Chargers. They get the victory.